Corona, Corona, yeah, Corona. In time, that is in time. Allah is waiting for the day, slowly, silently, and quietly. We are hearing the sad and happy news. Sad and happy moments are going on leaving us in the darkness with no light or moon. Yalla mu ñoy xaar legi tay bes bi mu jot lo def yalla mu lay gis waxal deug yalla mu baral.
Yes, if you actually say the truth, you will surely be free. The truth shall set us free.
Africa banko, Europe banko, Italy banko, China banko, bebe jahale.
Corona, 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 Corona,
yeah,
Corona. Mothers come and stay at home. Then how are we going to live? We have no money, no rice. We are not going to have anything. So when we say we are, in fact, we are all going to die.
Italy moja ile fataje babo ya moja ile fataje Corona Corona yantal batande Corona yantal batande afelenti mulbukana do morol fongo sanno ikon nasi nasuwa kono mansakunda almol ma ko imani botolla afelenti yemolla karam wal sorong afelenti yemolla jam wal sorong Corona ntole batata Corona
Corona, 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 Corona,
yeah,
Corona.
And her mind was set free, all in the name of making a better place for her children. For her children's minds were poisoned, now abandon their culture and traditional religions, now adopting a new foreign religion and language, all in the name of colonialism and civilization. My motherland gave birth a generation which supersedes its future for her children and now giving the platform where they can speak up their minds.
Halila dumuwala jangi, don dara suma, daranjirin rumi. Halila manginiti yakam, new in the link of digital FM. Nyun halila ndenyu wara maga, don magireumi, ele tiendi eya. Manifiti yakam, nyungi am. Sunya Musa, Mungi Fiti Digital FM Home Kids, Nyungi Fi, everything is going great, Nyungi Fi, oh, Fisi Yakam, Lepunais Tapuku, Nyungi can do new right, yeah. This is where the talents are found, this is where the voices are heard. This is Yakam. This is where everyone has a time. This is Yakam. This is where every kid has the voice to say Yakam, Yakam, Yakam is the.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our video.
Corona, 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 Corona,
yeah,
Corona.
Africa banko, Europe banko, Italy banko, China banko, bebe jahale.
Corona, Corona, Corona.
Sasa yembele jakalindi, amola banko tinya, ala futa tajang, skulo lu soran sao, siro lu soran sao, elko marse sorang, jochol be soran sao, jafela sirinjang, mansa karambu motokwa.
Corona, everybody. Corona, Corona,
Yentel bele jahalindi,
Corona, Corona, Corona,
yentel bele jahalindi,
Corona.
bula, muri batada men, Bemil bekang alama ale bondi kang Zola nyimbangko ngafo alhamdulillah Kabijang bara masiyajang Uli ferentin siring Musa ferentin siring Abeja khalingi corona la kuolela Namulu betamadula Wolba kumbolau Lungolo molbe falau Na futa tada meng ni alama futa je dolba fola konyole kon dolba fola saun dene nyimbe siri dolba fola ni yakko onin te yakko manyon saun dila tunya fu bikela argana tunya corona
Everybody, Corona, Corona,
hiyan selbele jahalindi
Corona, Corona. Corona. Yes. We are all aware that Corona is a very big issue. Corona is one of the diseases that is actually the talk of the town, the talk of the world. It is actually affecting the global. So many people have died due to the disease called Corona. We are aware that Corona is yet to be prevented. We don't have the vaccine for the cure of Corona. But we came to realize that the vaccine is still coming in Africa for the cure. And this is actually going to affect us. Well, my name is Musa Trawale, popularly known as VM International. You're watching this live on MENGBE KERING TV, equally on VM International TV. You can also go down on YouTube and type VM International TV or YACAME, Yakam, meaning Youth and Children Advocating for Media Excellence. Subscribe our channel all the time so that more of educative program will come on your way. With me, I have one of the most beautiful kids sitting by my side. They are all excited to be here to inform, to educate, and entertain you. But then, before we go down to the introduction or before we go down to any other aspect of the talk show, I would love to ask this question. Did you give thanks and praises to the Almighty Lord? Or did you take your life for granted? There are millions of the people out there who are dying every day. If you are lucky that you are alive today, you must learn to give thanks to the Almighty Allah. So on that note, my boy here called Ahmad Danso, he has a poem for us. So he is definitely going to give us a poem. So Ahmad, loud and clear, tell us what is the title of your poem.
Okay, the title of the poem is The Voice of My Motherland.
The voice of my motherland. We all know that we all have a voice, but our mothers has a lot of voices. Their voice is what makes us what we are today. So Amadou, I think the floor is all yours.
There will come a time when the voice of my motherland shall be heard loudly like a thunderstorm, the vibration of her voice to the British sky. Her head held high in bright razor, for her children are working tirelessly to see our motherland become a better place. For our dear motherland suffered with tears on her face, sadness in her heart, and her mind not set free, all in the name of making a better place for her children. For her children's minds were poisoned, now abandoned their culture and traditional religions, now adopting a new foreign religion and language, all in the name of colonialism and civilization. My motherland gave birth a generation which supersedes its future, for her children are now given the platform where they can speak up their minds. Not minds that can separate them, but minds that can bring them together as unity is our strength. Thank you.
Wow, let's put our hands together. Well, we all know our mothers are going through a lot, especially when our children are sick. They become sick. I remember one of the songs sung by one of the Britonian lady who says, "Sweet mother." Well, if we don't sleep as a child, our mothers never sleep. If we don't eat, they don't eat. If we are not healthy, they are not healthy. Now the world is worried about this disease called coronavirus. We are aware that a disease is a vaccination about coronavirus is coming in Africa for them to test us. Well, Amadou, are you aware of this?
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
So what is your preparation on that?
Well, I'm well prepared because I know when the disease comes, when the vaccine is here, I'm not gonna say no, but I'm not gonna drink it for sure also.
Okay.
And also I'm gonna tell people to not drink this vaccine because they don't know what chemicals are mixed in this vaccine.
Exactly. We don't know what chemical or what calcium or what elements they use in that medicines that they want to test in Africa to see if the vaccine will work or not. What about if it doesn't work? Do you think we will end up dying? We all gonna die for nothing. And we all are human. So mostly when this vaccine is coming in Africa, we know that youths are going to suffer, but the children are at high risk of dying. Without wasting more time, I have Mr. Usman Badinka. He has a wonderful song for us. Usman ako ay dengkil di mala suka molie. Utama Usman sanambulala. Anim molie dengkilo nyim penke. Wokola nisana panang yinin ka fa kalam taleko. Ibo boro min natna nang Africa mi alon ko akata boro te ka mi coronavirus la boro. Ngambo iko boro yimman soto folo de bare boro men de day koy bana la Africa lol tas nara fu boro ni aw mon na fala fata mon na fala woto Usman ka konti ye killing fula saba nsa fe ngebis na programme ko ele denk lo yemi so de min lala moliye isa mol bismillah you welcome ye da yele isa mol bi yalla min bi la hatlo kono mol la fati ko mol la fati la pen non so you welcome the floor is all yours.
Corona ya dunia betinyo kono sokodiano Italy moja ile fataje babo ya moja ile fataje Corona yantol batande Corona yantol batande afelenti mulbukana do morol fongo sanno ikongasi nasuwa kono mansakunda almol ma ko imani botolla afelenti ya molla karam wal soron afelenti ya molla jamol soron Corona ntole batata ya jelan shabawal.
Okay, mbeo mo nyula ako mbea mo le jamul soronta but woltan sengi nin ka kotenke ngamule ko borol kana Africa andung wawol fongola ko corona mam bore soto folo bare kabre ngamoy ko borol be dala man ñu won call kam but not now ni man ka tamod for the calling aspect ni na fa kalano yela malano yela lal but for the meantime mon non lano yela folo so even em for ko boro ñu nat nan Africa ñan ka al test kam wol test ko ñu boro ñu ka possible lal fata possible ide bena be min fala woto
boro ni mama ni so mandala ndafa ngamo dal boro ni ya Gambian on mala mu bo si sal sa tuba wol ko ba kamala ñan ka tasintel nane ma tasintel fon le fon ni de siri
ni fo mo ñu na ñi den karol bi ñi nan tol bele ñi den karo mo ne ma test itol ya bada sa fa ñen ko mol fa wol ko baake dan Africa so ite mu ibe mi na fala mol ye pour ye karayela ye karayela ke barola
comme ndeba min fala mole
programme
comme ndanga min fo mole boroni ni ya kamana jay kana amen kadu boroni itol ma test ni fongal ya bari ba ko Gambian o lan tole African o lan tole dum na sama African o ya
okay, that's very good. Tolbelo may Walkala area la. On that note, we go down to another beautiful young girl there. Oh, before we go down, yes, we go down to the beautiful young lady. Apanonko, I mean, then closer to Molia. She have a beautiful song. Don't go. This is all about Home Kids Talk Show. It comes on your way every Saturday live on Member Caring TV. At the same time, it comes on your way on Sunday live on Member Caring Television. We go down to the beautiful young girl here. Kindly, if you have a son or whatever, you are highly welcome. But you told me that you have a son, so the floor is all yours. After the count of 2. 1, 2.
Corona, here is our time, well, but Gambian called us series, student of one town of school, Jarong also on Tali. Mbamal basiri, yung wafiro teno, dolko wafiro, kukasambake. Corona, hey, Corona, Corona, yemol batani, Corona. Tudenol basiri bukatano school Bamal basiri bukatano wahirola Corona, hey Corona, yakuja malachina Corona.
Alright, let's put our hands together. That is equally amazing as well. This is our first time being here. Congratulations to you. Now, we got wasting more time. Before I will wrap up from this category, we also have another young boy here. He is a star, a twin brother of our president here. So you said you have a point for us, so the floor is all yours as well.
There is in time, there is in time, there is in time. Allah is waiting for the day, slowly, silently, and quietly. We are hearing the sad and happy news. Sad and happy moments are going and leaving us in the darkness with no light or moon. Yalla mu ñoy xaar legi tay bes bi mu jot lo def yalla mu lay gis waxal deug yalla mu balal la. Thank you.
Wow, this is really amazing. I asked, are you actually giving thanks and praises to the Almighty Allah? And now he said, God is watching you. Whatever you're doing, you know it better than I. So it is better for you to go back and repent, because if you repent, God the Almighty will surely forgive you. Remember, we all are sinners. No one is perfect. No one is completely perfect. We are not 100%. Only the Almighty is perfect. So we must thank Him for who He is. We must actually thank Him for His creation, for giving us the sense of humor. So on that note, we are so glad to meet you here. Yes, we are still in Corona. What is your greatest fear in Corona?
What I have to talk with, I have always something that I can tell my fellow people about Corona is that Corona is a disease and it is affecting special with students. We have not been going to school and it is wasting our time. And our mothers are at home not going to job. And we the students are sitting at home and our mothers do not have anything to earn for us and to give us something to eat. And we have been sitting down and they say that this thing in the market, no one should this thing go there and sell after all. And we the children there in the market is where our mothers come and this thing feed us. So what I would say to the government is that to give our mothers chance to go and sell and from there and come and feed us. That's what I have for the government to do for us.
All right, and I hope the stakeholder of government is hearing the news. Well, we can't waste more time. What we're gonna do is that we're going into short music break, and we shall be right back. You listening live on Home Kids Talk Show, live on MENGBE KERING. How people are feeling, the sentiments they are actually going through about the Corona issue. Last week we went to the market and we came to realize that a lot of our mothers are going through a lot. This basically actually affects us emotionally, psychologically. So today the kids themselves, they themselves are going to highlight. And from there we are also going to talk about the vaccination that people are talking about, that it is coming in Africa. These are the two aspects that we really want to talk about, and we will also love to advise our younger ones like children and their parents for them to be aware that this sickness is actually affecting the whole world. But if you come to look at it, more than thousands of thousands are dying in Europe rather than in Africa. So if they are to test the vaccine in Africa, well, we should think about it. So I think the Africans, I'm not saying you shouldn't accept it for you to be vaccinated, but think about it, whether it is affecting you more than they who are actually bringing it here. We know Westerns are really doing good, but then they are also contributing a lot when it comes to Africa. So we are all human, and I think we all deserve the best. I would love to ask, starting from Buba, Mr. Buba, Mr. Cameraman, you can come closer. Mr. Buba, I would love to ask, what were your observations last week when we went to the market? Can you tell us what were your greatest observations, and how did you feel when you actually saw our mothers crying and weeping that they are losing, they are not making profit for their family? In fact, some of them are going hungry. So what do you have? What do you observe? You're welcome.
For me, coronavirus is a big issue because last week we went to the market and we observed many things that our mothers, their goods have been spoiled there and they are not making profit out of it. And when their goods are spoiled, when they come home, they don't have any money to give us. Especially with the kids, we will not have anything to eat. And from there, that is not even good at all. So I would also like to the government to leave our mothers in the market to sell their goods so that they will make profit out of it. And from there, we can stay at home. And they're also asking our mothers to stay at home, and which is not even good. Because when they don't sell out their goods and come home without any money, then how are we going to live?
Yeah, but government is actually saying this, that they are trying to protect us. They said if we stay at home, you become more safer. But now that government can also help us, how do you think government can help our mothers in order for them to stay at home rather than going out and spread a disease called coronavirus?
Oh, the government has said that we all stay at home, and that cannot favor us, yes. Because if our mothers come and stay at home, then how are we going to live? We have no money, no rice, we are not going to have anything. So when we say we are all going to die.
Really?
Yes, that's what I can say, yes.
Okay, let me come back to Amadou. Amadou, do you think that we're going to die when we stay at home? And to me, I think government is right because they are saying we stay at home for our own safety. Now, do you think we can stay at home without a bag of rice? Because I'm told that a bag without something will slowly fall down. So what is your intake on that?
Okay, before going further, I will say, Buba, thank you. What we are saying is all true. Okay, to add on what you have said, it's true. A bag cannot, an empty bag cannot stand alone. It must fall on the ground. Our parents are suffering right now. They have to go to the market, sell, and bring that income for us to survive also, because that income they use to have in the market, that's what they are going to take and feed us. Also, the governments will help them. This is very important. When they are telling them to stay at home, and they are not giving them money or bag of rice, oil. How can we stay at home? We will not survive, and we are the citizens. Even I had they saying they give them 500 million, I don't billion. Those 500 billion million.
It's million, it's not billion.
Yeah, 500 million. even the population of the Gambia is 2 point something billion.
Yeah, it's not billion, it's million.
Million. It's not up to 3 million. So the government can even take some of the money and buy rice, oil, and give it to the citizens so that they can survive from it, and all that can make them stay at home.
Okay.
Let them go to the market. And if you tell them to stay at home and not go to the market, and they are not giving me anything, that would show them that this government are not concerned about us.
Okay.
They're all concerned about their welfare, but not concerned about other people, because they are telling us to stay at home and they are not giving us anything. So we have to struggle, go to the market and buy bring income for the children.
For the family.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I'm not really cutting you. I think you also saying this is very important. Well, government should also look at it. Government, this is a very big concern. Are you really concerned for your citizens? Are you really concerned for your children? Well, even if they don't donate you 5 million, you can do it, because every day people are giving you enough money. The citizens themselves are paying their tax normally. So if such issue come, where are the money? Where are the money of the Gambians? Talk less that you have been donated. So I think you shouldn't even hesitate. You shouldn't even wait for people to at least tell you you have to buy a bag of rice, or you shouldn't buy a bag of rice. You should just think about it. Look, when your children are not alive, you are no more. What do you think?
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
I saw you, Khadija, asking so many women about so many questions. Can you tell us what did you learn from them?
Well, I learned that they are suffering, and secondly, I learned that the government is not helping them. Thirdly, I learned them in their market, these things are. Yeah.
You have to explain. I know you have here. I know that, but you have to explain.
This in
You
their
can say it in
market-
Mandinka as well.
Yeah, I will say. In their market, these baby things are found there, and those things are on the area council. We pack that one. Let's go to government. Government are not helping our mothers. Definitely.
You think they are not really helping?
Yeah.
How so are you?
Because if they said we sit home, like how he said, if they said we sit home, and they didn't give us anything, we can't be able to survive.
Okay.
And without us, our mothers are no more. Like
Okay.
how he said.
All right. What we will do, we are going into short and kanata ba Usman na ya. What about Usman? If I'm not for bully, but if I'm not last week, and then you put them the electoral the put them so if I'm not for bully, even a cross, and then will Jamal gave a complaint on a marcheto. Who will kulari bulokono. Peter Macorona was up and from Mansakundala was up, well from Wood from the Bassa okay for only.
Hindi indala jero Mansakunda mantara kukata ni bango. Because iyan ang mero je kata marche kata wafiro kalaki dingola mako ike balun. So ito ning ko lesi suokan. Wala si suokan na me febo kandi mani dila mam mentang dila mam tulibi dila. Last time nga je fengoro in Facebook ye man boto la landi ani sukur boto kate transfer ta sama community na
je valuable transfer ka Gambian follow transfer ka
Gambia government la fon boto la
Gambian government na bo okay ka okay so ite yo fil nyaadi la
ndanga fil apo de kandun jang mo la sinne ba fala kongo biya mam mani so ka sisu ko na ke bola senta fon ni marché ko na dibete na mero do de la fangal buka sam muna ko sabu because of this coronavirus ito ko mo la sama ko tu sida ya para ya security jindi ko mo tay makiro ko yala man ni nyaw nyam wala man ko man sakunda governor ni man tara fen kata kan ni banko
okay
kandi la katu ma amanta inta maji
edi amna man sakunda abo mol ma ko kanda bang bare ni alben kan namol jole andu naraka ngoy ko man sakunda yeso 5 million lala wala 500 million sorry yeso wala la so 500 million ni ajiben ka tax min jo feta na man sakunda apart from 5 million ni na ko do ni mo ko do sandol fon kan namo min jo wala taxi angala kan wala feta nan ko min jo feta mo wotan to fon ko len wala ba ita la jero to
la sambalun
no le so ko sa yin so anni bale imam pare kan so ebe mene fala man sakunda ebe mu yamara di la man sakunda
ndeba min fala man sakunda ya try ko mole sabat so kon so molla sabato so kon ya try man bodo ni tilbi don fitani mon jadi babun na banko kay kata samba banko
doy okay ambar musu ngala nasbe geta fana man ta bare so kon fonte isa ko mole so kon be nyaadi la comme equally si so kon albu kala karam ngol to almantra kuke kan mialon ko is helping you people andu afumoli suo kono batabe nyaadi la anu suo kono nidiya be nyaadi le ko do hapirin jela ba
So kono wode mo ko yaay bakal happiness man tan ni sa we punya wala nyanyi ni ko la ja mfama fon ka ta ka dara barabal bay nana musa ga di mo la mo yo bara ko yar ne de
ko lo ko la ringe bakal
ko yar nge bakal
so sai kunun nimpidum janin corona binala anim be min kono eto amna sai kabrin corona man nana kol fi satal no anim brin do ko corona kono wala fi sawo mun dole
kabin corona man na fi satal barkadana
akol ya tal sai eto fama ko comme like aliya moje le bije
ndol ya mo
almost mo 6 kala be ka damoro ko
ka kele kay
alka kala okay bara sai bu mu yamar di la man sakunda pour en kamba ko am porte soniano nyami family bulo ko so ko mi yamam koy bulol mi il faut ben
e bol ma koy doro e bol ma koy mari boro conseil mi ya fa nyam do ani plus bi da woni men tamal tenti saje na alfanso sino
isa sino le okay hani bi menal kasado kono nat lalye wona indi ko am nata ka moy ko amadu ngane tele nginen ka ngina e ko e kana boro la nat nan africa Ninko Africa is not no Dauda, is not no West Africa, is not no East Africa, South Africa, is not no anywhere. Damian ko donko dong ye boro nyin ka test ntolia. But yalong Africa mu ntol Africa no we should be proud of ourselves and we should be proud of what we actually have. bare kabirum kunu ni ya jibe bake africano itol na mambo kuja ni akaka ikalafe pro africano e woso because they think that we are animals sa mboro felanting iko kana nat nanjang andi be nene la ya fuko ha alanga jibe funyi sasa funni nga yum boro nat na mon ma ko le pato mul ma ko ite minnesota be min fala wo karola.
Okay, comme ça mafala Africa manza kunda constating boro nyi yami nat kanjang Africa kono ikana so I dunna parce que mo malum boro nyi mun cham kasi fay wota ya mix because this medicine can be like made out of poison, who knows, because I once heard they say that the population of the world is too much. They want to reduce the population of the world. So I get then more manyak gala yang to Africa jampa any coronavirus mo basan di back. I told the basan di back anya kata ito lagi parce que ito jang aman Africa aman se most back. So they should be testing it in their own country, but not in Africa because Africa is not like that much powerful here. And also like comme ça ting manza kundali min ba Africa jang ikana song nyim borol European le mol ni nyim borol la parce que malo nyim bor si panyele ngana fenko ngana si jot fenko ana boda sul ngabe muta ni ko ila taka nyim borol dun nga fugal ko hani we don't need any medicine. We are only waiting for the Almighty because he is the one who bring this sickness and he is the one who's always taking back the sickness. So we are waiting for the time that he will take the sickness back, but we are not going to use this vaccine because we don't know what kind of
Sorry, Amadou, let's assume that the vaccine is actually working and it can actually cure the disease of corona. What about if they bring it and we said not to eat? Do you think that we will be safe? I'm just asking. I just want to know. What about if the vaccine works perfectly, that it actually cures? What do you think they will do, to your own observation?
They will not bring it in the Gambia. They will not bring it in Africa. They will leave it in their own country, own nation, and cure those people. But they will not bring it in Africa because the Europeans is just like they are just like enemies to Africans. They don't like Africans. If that medicine is helping those people and curing them, I'm 100% sure that they will not bring it in Africa because they will say let Africans die. Let cure our people first before curing the Africans.
Okay, just like Jelwa Kavanya Rako, Jeliba Ulakano, you know, what the lessons you know what it is. But the Nar Reveler, Nar like Baul Santola life safe no. I'm pretty sure that it will majority member Fakang, Ebola Marco than told. Honeybee safe and Ninka. Coming is a very big concern to the movement. And the Niajibe, African near Boro Nabnanjan. Mostly Katas Milbala Backet. Because school lot of Waleta, Soul Kono, Kapokon, Boro, did not dark on Boro and Canal, did not let them go, Alayim Bor Karimin. So it will Yamar Delay, or are you in support near Boro Nanako, Nimboro that coronavirus, Yara, Sasadol Canada, but unknown coronavirus left from common killing. But never put Alayim Boro in spring Cambo Santal. If I'm in Alpetamin,
Because near the population of the world, I need to live. I need come like me and come imagine. Get out of the land, not talking, and pay Adam.
well,
Ibamurin Lankan, often the full of Adam.
but ni moye so kamale ibada alfon apala ako hani moye sa pendina ako hani moye sa pendina hani banko na e sola ako ile ka tala
Say before I can't make a money.
am ka bale bismillah
I love it. I don't think of your my bismillah for Yadamo. Signing to get it, which malfolly. Offland,
but
it was funny. I love a feeling. I put an Adam. You don't know about the Yako. You can type the phone to I'm more Africa because when you look at grade 5, the aggressive, the aggressive slave trade, like killing, Korea killing, like in the country, barbecue killing, at the window, morphine killing. Morphine killing, well,
okay, Honeybee, Ninda Ngefanangininka, come if a name in a sort of what is your biggest concern coming equal Boron in Africa? And in Tolian Africa, Mulman Trafaka, Wanyama, Corona category. Maybe in Europe, black people are dying. Yes, black people are even dying from it. But near you, the rating, come near Taraka GB, ya balance, ya GB, realize low, more coil, and back. And it told Assassin about Africa gender, but I'm also supposed to jump back for Africa, Babu Benyami. So if a name is a rebellion for the water.
o sang bari iko la boro kamana nan to le jang sa ye boro mu je fam bulije ni ye to di fam tare fe jarre tankata sa kamana to le fala ya
sa na rondo fanan su tala do
sang bari aman se mo soro jamba ito le bije ye ta jara falo ne do ta ban ko bari sa kamana mo le fala
say bari iko banan la jene falo ka tes atul bala bari kon to lam falo dum tol na jeans they don't actually say mum falolti but iko to la jeans is very strong. As an African, the gene is very strong. So maybe neo borrowed as a white blood cell name as about this problem. So, but maybe it could be a rumor. But not the same borrow narananjan. I don't know why the Mansakundal and African Mansakundal, more along the African leaders already. Even we are mother did it's an immoral accept no bang will can accept.
Boro ni kan man na accept la.
You can accept.
Boro ba hana kreya kan tu to bije be ni ba tora ni dirizo ni na. Sai la paka kamana to sai bari sai wig min da la paka tesin to na kada ntol awoke sa yu sa jami wo bari ko ladida ye fan jar folo.
Ye kuma jar folo.
Ne bari akamana to.
Ya kamana jana. So that's what kuma ken dolti. But Badinka, Ning is a very big concern. But Namu look borrowed the Gambian already. Borrowed them already, and you understand? So fine. Borrowed began. Esamu Yamada dino Mola Million could be not aware of this.
Momo Yalon borrowing, it a bit Itama, consent and Momo near Boro Mundi la Canama. Can I use?
They can use 100 plus the month.
Prastaman, Nagreman live on the bag can I use?
Okay, when I do but dim gajan ba program yung conclude la ifane mo na sa rebe mo fala aniro mo yamar la mo la nyimbo la karola
nyimbo komendala ni fala yala Gambian golte jere comme ni buro kamana ka sanke nyam do ka fala ko bor ka so kan doktoro bor kara kan fen kara jar kan fen kara so kan ni ga dum so ci unta fama ci doctor boro ate ni comme ni bor di dal nara so kana ka boro di moy ata buka son
okay
abuka la fala so comme Gambian on taba yamaro di comme nata boro ni nara jan a boro ni imalla la a boro ni na bagi kana an because tubabol ma ta si fama ko Gambian on lost to tabla nga sambol
wo fanam bi yela maram so fanam ma bene so rebe mi ko la be
boro de ya ka man jang
kanama
ko ya ko nyamin doro balay ba test la mala ya test dal ko ngewal fon fisiya
wala kumada
aha
okay wotum bade ngonen tolle o mo nyola bare boro nyingi babo de kan from outside the country and we ka bondi dani ni ha jibe ya koras ya je television on te ban ko ay tolle tora bade katamin tolla boto jani bo boro taslan tol bala comme ni ya fa nyame bu ya fa nyame dorom sa kata ngamurindi tol fon kan ya tes barante fon nyaay boro dol jele mi yalan ko yeji nan airport ol to oto mafa mol ye ko isi hakilo to bake barin sasa munere bu ko duwa anum fana ma duwa ba wole bata wala ye fagin sasa la bar ni aji be bi african ol tetano la ni to ba wol manta ni to ba wol tije an to ba wol fana tetano ni african ol me ma koy so dunya to mba nyogul wala nyama no ku kendo ngani ya nyoye wala ku ngata ngakoro duwa nyoye boro mi yalon ko amon be de tele country to mbal danna atol man sakundal atol mi yalon kalbe siring ala fo ko ya murundi illa bankol kan ya tes na wakta fine na mo wak fana isalon ko amon wak ya another metal use bari kana nanan dur yal nene ya fale ko e nyumboro na ya min dara be ken yalal barandol african bako ku kisikis bako ku bondin na wol kono so aw kuma yala bakere pour nga hakilo to nyinto bur samba min kala dur mbadi non be bulala mo mo yela kuma la bango fo o kala nga fale goodbye yes starting from you men be kala kuma la bango de
ndala kuma la bango wala mo ko ngaf ni nyame rek ni e boro kamana kay mo kana boro ni ma wala ni yakama nan sa sen ni kay na sen ni ye fan jara fo ni fer yakama na
yes
bien na ma le fane ko pengo fane ni ko sai ma ay mo jima le bondi dunya ko pengo ni sai ni pengular fana na to ni dede baba ka fane ni pengular nar kana so yete we hanin talo skulo na bin nyatar bi ko ba nyama na samba ji dol bi tay pengo ngari mi baka min grade 3 sungu dol pengo na ay buratan ama hani pengo
okay
ma ko kanan pengo so ya boni dama ya seli
ya murni woto okay Amadou
Même fala comme ça man sakunda ko nyam boro futa an abdigane gambe nyam ko pare Sign boro ning ikana fe kana like limol la for now. Ya pack ya investigation okay boro ya jibe. Nakeda beti asale is na ya limol nakeda is not good. I think this will return it back to where it comes from.
Okay, if I name is
Okay, ndaba min fala Gambian o Okay, ndaba min fala Gambian o komi boro ni ndabe yamara kana son boro ni ay fenke jang komi boro ni kana ami boro ni man fala masakunda ya murundi to tubabol kan komi tubabol kan masakunda jibe nyam di man si class o kono Gambia masakunda ke jibe nyam man si class o kono tubabol ke jibe wala nyam even na president ika jibe nya ka fala nyam man si class o kono kete na kete ya boro ta jimbi na ndia even ni boda ka fo boda min soronda ndamal la boda fa la soronda do ba fla boda ba yalla na boda man soronda sima demi nan tara interview la garage ke do basira ba fo ka ko boda man soronda
won to yalti oto boda sona boda ya fana mon do ko bare ko ngasi sul ko woden ba sira sul ko boda fana yesra bani yesana galal bulay dunna na bango kan yaw fana ngana do program walti oto man sakunda sa hatu ko bake alsalon ko nalla mul batata atul batata nalla mol succeed atullah succeed because B nalaje B alba koku kala it's because of the population wala it's because of the people lam so halma donga kuma da ko peti ya halma donga yo koku la halma donga kuma ya eta lon wala fani halma donga bote bulo kono oto ka halma donga bunya anan kala nyanto diala o kuma da baka sukar men sa jaw min be kono ngane te momo ya lon ko be mon sokunda do ko la especially ba state ko ba branch hol to mi ya lon ko be on the government that is executive body also njibe bake ko alye dimaya la soto hanno alye dimaya alta la kuja way ke la nyami alkana dua woni dimba alfa nan kuja way muto wonya wata mbar muto nga kola dota follow fat bintu ise kola nyen tanye ibe dami
hello kola
hello
assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum
ko ani bok mandiro la min
sure di olam
hade
okay usman ke dalam sipo
okay ibe la moy kam programme wala ban
ngal la moy kam programme wala dal
yemu yamat la soto de dila molla
nga yamaro min soto dal wala min ti moli hakilo ti dal ko min docteur ba fo kan mo sa fan jam fande ko kula dal be nga kata dal saya wote bayla bare ala fan ko mo ye fan tanka asine tanka dal
bage fon
garni ne fan tanga ka fo ala warata mo be ala la warolo ne bari nyane fan kanta la fona
ko kuma ta bage
so kanin doctor min sennan from Cuba from anywhere na man sa kullal nyane hakilo tula bage la dal
bage fon
why ordinary people min de sate kono wolta min ko long antul man sa kullal ko dole muta bangula nan kanin ko bulena banko kam mamalo
ni mo ñinin karole de
même mo ne kula min se tiñaro ke banko kan alkani de dal
wo mu to ñalti
ta bo jamba tentula mba jayila dal ala radi bo on tele tam dal
barka bake
ala go sindena jemu tale ngana kanko kati ngana radi kamandra nga kati nga fay pour radi tu jeda mata dal
to ñalam barka bake almali yo barka bake barka far binde mena be kala le yamaro de kar wala
antena yamaro di momondi yalon ko itene nyimboro kanana andite yalon ko nyimboro amanta mol jarala foka molfa masakunda nyante hakilo tulani to bage
fa nga kola do fra imbala yenta
hello kola
allo assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam
ko ani bokko kola minto
yo be bismillah programme la
mbaali kontina baake ndu wala mi sakunda kuma ba
abarka
aduma badia mala masa konda si sere ke women de banko de le similano le torana de banko de torana nia moy sobetana si sino ke ka ko le senke dalni abdullah banko
bage fam
masa konda itelle marta gambian kolla gambian la duno gebe la rete de ko
to ñalti
don tawi kaji de be siri ni gula kon sabe de yemol je ni go ke to le kaytan ni mo compagnie ne bi nga boro le wafo boro ni biten de fo man sakunda atile o yamaro di wala fo ame kalam tabalawa
o mo ngini karol de
ja kala wa ba
o mo ngini karal
non kila ji ko man ko da sero kila ko hani pharmacie ni mo be boro wafa lantine kendo itade so de kendo itade me ala ko le yamaro di eso wo farma ngire ko istama ngire ko la
o kuma ta le
bari o watra jara sade ko ko bodan campagne to
ngani mbor la wa
ni sana ka ni neke ada dakar war batla
wom to nyalti
mar konto na bat wadi warani
ela kuma conseil hada bake baba almale ni jo barka ni mala ko mo ndro kala dron 3699555 la jara so yemu yamar la so de bindi la masakunda la de moment pour yin kam ko nyim wol me yaram ko be na tasinna africa ite fe national bam fe mena sonna ande me de kala la yamar wolo la ngin ko la ta polo
hello ko
wa alaikum salam eto dum e ko mo ndro la mon tole Mereka mai kau sekan di taman dia mai ilmu itu. Okay.
Anta advice kende balle bi. Ko yalla mo fi kunda. Ko kilim bige. Ayam badan de bak.
Bak apa? Wala monti.
Pa bol naka. Kami sistem momen ko ko ta dun din na jam. Ebe ko dole di da. Nya ko do di da. Ko na ni tamba to adian dam bolu. Aliya sodo pari eta. Nan kamun ne kana ke dare ke amma tar jola men.
To nyalam ebe tarian la demani watu bantale.
Ya ja. So what the fan men ne ala ko bina Afrika da wala ka tin ne be fa no lan tonda. Bari investing hakilo to doctor o doctor. Abita ayin sifa ka alimmo akana mo de tempo kullo kono. Alita ko dunia ko ne mo mutala. Attention be to la kaso to.
Almal masakunda ma ko karwala.
Yo woto investing hakilo to pa ngamo so kunda no patel.
Barka bake.
Inshallah barka.
Ifana barka. Ala kuma ko sa hada wodo fat bende lo kuma ko fo o ko lan sana programme kuntu jam.
Memang sekunda dani da minna wala ye mom wondinje ini nyimborol kanane ka foko tol kana coronavirus le jara andi tol malo min bol sifala moti fo itol min kana fena ini ala itol le ala min bol sifala moti aman jari ya shek fanyan ibe murundi la ya fo ko at altala nation people jara janna binan tol jara because ikajela wado biye ni natana ikafo ko tol nata ka dum pengu dole minane ya kentala school to fo wolu ngombulo kuliyata la fo ma cikandino fa na do ko ngata suo kono fitaro la wolu ngom fitaro ke fa sunku dole mo la suo kono wala ma ko fitaro andi yalo manyinya wonya so mi yajela kabru yo pengo lintalo pengo kula keta sasa
hello kola ele radio tala da man ne wala jam fala ele radio tala yo ita ma tala juna silang ita bondi jel haga to ne na le komandro ke to kala sa radio tala ala radio tala hello kola hello assalamu alaikum
salam
eto dani ba komandro mun to
be
birkama misra okay eto dum yo lamin be bismillah programme wala
yo ko ni mo problem o me alon ko ni soro be kena ba kata do mo be nyanta understand le
baga fam
den ka school no man ta school muna tinna fo da ma ka mo wuli fa da muna ne ma jara odo
okay o nyinin ka ba de
so bina mo wuli nyaje ko kana jara to la asukja
ha nyinin ka rolo wati
Kuna nyimu delivery operational di mende kama kamfanya balam den trouble black ego tulong kana. Ibina economy base nyala ibina life meal base nyala. Yala ikai disease dulu kaso menya na kame man made disease.
Wom to nyaldi.
Ni la fenna na flow nyala kana economy base nye kanyi sifa ke kurando ta ya jida e konya ko ino yung kurang da KERING. Yana banko kan je Africa kono ino cold base nyala. Akamo ulo fada no muna le majara wado
wala na nyinin ka roti bi
yo kandi mende binta na yibban kol kanjari no Senegal yo kala banku dole ka ina ka bona tuwa bo yalla ya so sai muna le majara wado
ha
ko muna kana tuli yo wa nyimbe kila ba ka dawo
baga fam
ni mo shenne din na masa kula li nyanta ila karam nya da karam na fa bala akino Corona.
is in time. Allah is waiting for the day, slowly, silently, and quietly. We are hearing the sad and happy news. Sad and happy moments are going on, leaving us in the darkness with no light or moon. Yalla mu ñoy xaar legi tay bes bi mu jot lo def yalla mu lay gis wax deug yalla mu baral.
Yes, if you actually say the truth, you will surely be free. The truth shall set us free.
Africa Banco, Europe Banco, Italy Banco, China Banco, baby Jahali.
Corona, 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 Corona. Mothers come and stay at home. Then how are we going to live? We have no money, no rice. We are not going to have anything. So when we say we are, in fact, we are all going to die.
Italy moja ile fataje babu ya moja ile fataje Corona yan batande Corona yan batande afelenti mulbukana do morol fongosanno ikongasi nasuwa kono mansakunda almol ma ko imani botolla afelenti yamolla karam wal shorom afelenti yamolla jam wal shorom Corona ntole batata Corona
Corona, 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 Corona.
And her mind not set free, all in the name of making a better place for her children. For her children's minds were poisoned, now abandon their culture and traditional religions, now adopting a new foreign religion and language, all in the name of colonialism and civilization. My motherland gave birth a generation which supersedes its future for her children and now giving the platform where they can speak up their minds.
Halila damuwala jangi don darasuma daranjirin rumi. Halila manginiti yakam new indile ko fisi digital FM. Nyun halilen danyu wara maga don magireumi ele yendi eya. Manifiti yakam nyungi am sunyu musa mungi fiti digital FM home kids. Nyungi fi, everything is going great. Nyungi fi, oh, fi siyagam, lepo nice lepo Nyungi can do new right, yeah. This is where the talents are found. This is where the voices are heard. This is Yakam. This is where everyone has a time. This is Yakam. This is where every kid has the voice to say Yakam, Yakam, Yakam is the.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and
There is in time, there is in time, there is in time. Allah is waiting for the day, slowly, silently, and quietly. We are hearing the sad and happy news. Sad and happy moments are going on, leaving us in the darkness with no light or moon. Yalla mu ñoy xaar legi tay bes bi mu jot lo def yalla mu lay gis wax deug yalla mu baral.
Yes, if you actually say the truth, you will surely be free. The truth shall set us free. Welcome back to your favorite Home Kids Talk Show, brought to you by members of Youth and Children Advocating for Media Excellence and broadcasting live on MENGBE KERING TV, along the way with VM International TV. I would like to talk to you about the effect, the general problem of coronavirus. We all know coronavirus is affecting the global, it's affecting the whole world, it's affecting each and everyone, either physically, psychologically, mentally, you know it. So we have a lot of things to put across. But before I will kindly introduce myself, my boy here also have a short time. Let's listen to him. You're welcome.
title of the poem is The African Child, and it reads, I am an African child. I am not an African because of my skin color. I am not an African because I was born in Africa by African parents. I am an African because Mama Africa was born in me. I am limitless because I have great gifts and talents. Africa is my home and I am proud of my roots. Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent just like Asia, Europe, and America. Mama Africa is blessed with youthful population, vibrant youths who are willing to risk everything to have a decent sort of life. Mama Africa is not poor. We need foreign trade instead of foreign aid. Mama Africa is strong and working institutions instead of strong men. And as an African child.
Okay, let's put our hands together for him as well. Well, we all know that African child or African children are actually going through a lot. When you look at Africa, poverty is killing us. Ignorance is killing us. There are a lot of problems that we are going through, yet we are not safe. The world today, African people, especially their children, are at high risk of dying. When you look at coronavirus, it is in Africa, but then the people that are actually affected mostly are the children and women. So today we're gonna talk about the general issue about coronavirus. We all know coronavirus, it is a symbol of danger and a symbol of hunger, a symbol of so many things. So today in our country, the Gambia, we really want to know how does coronavirus actually affect us. Starting from you, how do you think coronavirus has actually affect our life as a child, as a child, children, and as a nation?
Coronavirus has really affect us, yes, because if we sit at home without going to school, and if this continues, really it's going to affect us.
That is number one. When you look at it, coronavirus, so many people are not going to school because it says no public gathering. And when you talk about public gathering, children have to gather when they go to school. They have to come together. And in most cases, most of our classes, when you look at it, we have in one room or in one classroom, we have almost 65 children in the same class. So actually, public gathering has stopped us from going to school. Do you have any other issue that you have observed that coronavirus has stopped immediately?
Yes.
Yes, you're welcome.
And that is worshiping places have already been shut down. We are not going in the mosques or churches to worship our Almighty, because they said when you come together, it's like public gathering, and it's not a public gathering.
Yeah, when you look at it, our praying ground like church and the mosque, you know, everywhere is closed, especially in the Gambia. No one is going to church at the moment. I don't know if people are praying individually, but remember, collective prayers is also very important. Whether you are in your rooms, in your house, you know, prayer is the master key. Prayer is the only solutions to our problems, because God is the one who asks us to pray. So we should pray, even though we are not going in our mosques. Remember, God is watching us, like He said, and the truth will be revealed to us in our prayers. Yes, Abraham Drame, you are part of Home Kids, and I know you're no longer going to school.
Sure.
But tell us, how does coronavirus actually affect the children, the women, the youth, I mean, everybody?
Yeah, thank you, Musa. Basically, pertaining about the coronavirus, I think I have to give a big hint pertaining about the virus.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah,
Little bit louder.
Yeah, coronavirus is an worldwide health emergency. When I say emergency, it's something that was not expected. And it's scientifically proven that the virus was in existence before us even being in this world.
Yeah.
But it's scientifically proven that when a virus is in a dead cell, or when a virus is not in a living cell, it's dead. But the moment it enters in a human being or a living cell or a living thing, it actually turns into a living cell.
Definitely.
I think you are understanding what I'm
Yeah.
saying, of course.
Yeah.
This is the reason why when the virus happens to enter through the some host places of your body, well, one example, the nostrils, the mouth, the eyes, and the ears, it will just start swimming, going like that. And when it gets to the, you know, it will affect only the diaphragms. When it starts affecting the chest, it multiplies to millions per second. not minute, not hour, not day, not month. One of the reason why it's so pandemic is that it multiplies in millions.
In our body cell.
In a second.
Okay.
In 1 second, it multiplies to millions. So I think this is not a good thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not a good thing.
But when you look at it, my boy, last time we went to the market, and the market is very horrible. And I have seen the government, though they are trying, but if you look at it, the government say we should wash our hands with hand sanitizers. But last week we went to the market. The market is really horrible. Everywhere is nasty. In fact, the place is smelling. And yet they say no public gardening. And we met some of the women, the vendors, they are selling in there because they have no other hope to stay at home. My boy, if you have any idea or from your observation, can you tell us what did you actually observe?
What I wanted to say is that the government, before they will be giving us, they will tell us to wash our hands with soap. I think they should remove those dirty things in the market because it is not safe. People are living there and they actually even smell, and that's not good for our body. It's not even good for our health. Yes.
Okay. So you think those diseases, those markets, like when the place is not actually clean, the environment is not hygiene, do you think it has a use to wash your hands 24 hours a day? Or let's say every 2-3 hours with soap, even though you are living in an environment that is not clean? Do you think we'll be safe from the virus?
No, it simply means that when you are washing your hands, it doesn't have any use because you are washing your hand and something is also disturbing you. For example, it can even cause another disease, this thing, apart from coronavirus, because these dirty things, they have many bacteria inside, which can even affect human beings, human beings.
Okay. Yes, it has a lot of particles that can actually, even if you wash your hand, the reason why they are even asking us to wash our hand is because the particle stays in our hand, but bacteria always continue to stay in our hand. And this is #1 reason why they keep telling us to wash our hands. But if the environment is not clean, do you think we are safe?
When the environment is clean?
When the environment is not clean, do you think we are safe?
We are not safe because when the environment is not clean, we may have another virus different from coronavirus because no one knows. For example, a mango must fall down here. No one knows what kind of sickness does that mango contain. No one knows. So the environment, when the environment is clean, so then it means we are secure.
Okay. Yeah, today he's our nurse in the building, though he's a student as well. Abraham, the ambassador of YAKAM, that is Youth and Children Advocating for Media Excellence. Can you also tell us a little bit, and what advice would you like to put across to the people that are living in a dirty environment? You know, they are not living in a hygienic environment. And some of the people that we in fact see, we know that they wash their hands, but actually they don't even wash in the morning. They don't wash take bath in the evening. You know, some of the people that we even see washing their hands, they don't even take bath at all. What is your advice to them?
Yeah, thank you, Musa, for giving me this.
A little bit louder.
Yeah, thank you, Musa, for giving me this.
You're welcome.
I think for the environmental hygiene, the people they themselves play a vital and a very important role. Let us not fold two hands and be expecting the government to do everything for us. It's like you are saying that I will not light the fire and my food will be ripe. This thing is impossible. And a thing that we should all bear in mind is that if you happen to clean your room or your compound, know that you are not cleaning it for the environment, you are not cleaning it for the government rather, you are cleaning it for yourself. And each and every importance about it goes to you and your family. And as I just mentioned, don't fall to and expecting the government sending people to go and groom your compound, or the government, what they can do is only sensitizing. As how we are even doing is a form of sensitization. Yeah. So we come as a part of the government, because as we saw, government is not one person or two people, it's the whole community.
It's a body, yeah.
It's a whole community. So I think like there is also been having youths, that vibrant youths, we are having kids, we are having good fathers, good mothers. Let them also be assisting us every day, or I can say even say every day, because due to this corona, this pandemic, we should every day be doing this activity, brushing, even washing hands. Some people are still trying to neglect the idea that motorboard nola sayal, as people say. Yeah, motorboard nola sayal, but I think Allah give us the sense. That, it gives us the sense.
Okay, you have been observing. We see our parents washing our hands, but most of our parents also don't care at all. They don't even, in fact, tell the children to wash their hands before eating. I have visited some communities where, you know, a family still do the same aspect, like when it's time for lunch, they will all come together and then wash their hand in the same bowl and then later go and eat. Do you think that is safe for them?
No, that's not safe at all. And after all, our parents will not wait this thing for the government to tell them to wash their hands all times. They should also have the mind that they should also tell their children to wash their hands before eating.
Eating, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but now coming to this aspect, look at it in this aspect. The government was given 5 million for it to support its citizens. And now we're not seeing the government supporting or helping its citizens by telling them to stay at home, and then, you know, a lot of things is happening. So, but with that 5 million, do you think you and I can have something out of it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, for sure.
Are you sure?
I think for sure.
Yeah. So what do you think government should do by now to support its poor people, especially those who cannot afford to buy bag of rice and stay at home? Because if the mosque is closed for only one purpose, that is coronavirus pandemic, and if our shop is closed for only one reason, because of the same sickness, if so many public places like schools is been locked down, so definitely I think we should be satisfied.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I don't know whether you understand. Because there is a saying that says, an empty bag cannot stand. Let's start it from you. We went to the market, our mothers were crying. How did you feel?
Actually, I feel bad about it.
Okay.
Yeah, because what our mothers were crying is about that when they went to the market, when they sell their goods are not sold.
Okay. Yeah, it's not sold at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what was your observation on the market when women were crying that they cannot sit at home? And we all know the market is one of the major crowded places that everybody go for shopping. So, what is your intake on this?
Okay, like the women were crying, but they were not crying for themselves because they were crying for their children at home. Because children, when they don't go to the market to sell, the children cannot survive. And also, like when the women, they are like, we voted for this president, but this president is not helping us at all. Why should we even waste our time voting for him while he's not helping us? I think we should do something. I think we should like do something about this government, because they are not giving us rice, they are not giving us oil, they are not giving like onions, things that can help us our survival, so we can stay at home to prevent ourselves from this pandemic disease.
Okay. Yeah, this is also quite interesting. Abraham, the ambassador. Yeah, we learned that government received 5 million for it to support its citizens, and yet we see nothing. What is your concerns on that? Did you receive a bag of rice from a government? Or?
No. Really, I haven't. And I can say you raised a very important topic.
Yeah.
Pertaining about the money that was given. And actually, I can say this is my first time to hear the price.
Okay.
$5 million. Because the rumor that I've had is more than $5 million.
Okay.
But let's just come down to what you've had. Let me have a big hint about.
Yeah.
Assuming kind of as one of my TSAs in the form of job, $5 million. Really, Musa, the Ministry of Health, pertaining about the health sector, and the Ministry of the Basic and Secondary Education for the education sector are playing a very important role.
Yeah. So we should congratulate them for that.
Congratulate them for that, and a big thanks to Samate. It's my role model for what we have done. And really, about the money, I think it should be distributed in a sense that what they are doing, let them continue. Because I can see still there are some homes, they are not having these big kettles, these big pans that will assist them or aid them in terms of washing hands, to measure the personal hygiene, or the cleanliness of the body. I can see still some compounds that they are not having it. And also about the bag of rice and these things, they should also try their level best. They should try their level best at least, even if they can share 2 compounds with 1 bag of rice.
Okay. I think that will be
sustain
better.
them for some days.
Yeah.
Some, what they work in the morning, what they get in the morning is what they will have for them very day. As one man said, so this thing is crazy. So we should try to fight this pandemic, not fight for it, but fight it.
Yeah. So yes, how do you think we can fight it when we are hungry, when so many are devastated, they don't actually have what to eat, and most of the times our mothers are worried of what we're gonna eat for the day, and they don't even have it at home. So what is your concerns, or what advice will you put across to the government?
Actually, I would like to tell the government to give us something, at least that can help us to live. Like they can give us rice and onion and cooking utensils so that we can live. Because without those things, we can't live. We will all die.
And another question is, should we beg the government to do this for its citizens, or should government just surprisingly do it for us?
After all, it is our right to tell the government to do it for us. But we shouldn't even beg.
We shouldn't beg for it.
Yeah.
Yes. What is your concern?
That is a big question.
I said, should we actually beg the government to do the right thing for us, or should we request it from them before they do it?
Okay, we should not beg, we should not request. They themselves know that we voted them for that position, and they know their roles in like what they should do, providing the citizens on their own needs. They should be doing that. We should not even begging or requesting them, because they know exactly what the citizens might need, because they are the ones who tell us that.
Okay. And yes, before we conclude from this segment, we will actually love to know something which is also very important. We also want to know if government should be blamed for accepting the poison vaccine that is being imported in the Gambia or in Africa at large. Because I believe that as an African, if someone died in Senegal, I would feel bad from the disease. If someone died from Nigeria, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Liberia, or any other country within African continent, I think we have lost something. So we are all one. So should we blame our government? Should we actually blame our government for accepting a poison vaccine in our continent called Africa?
I hope next time you not ask me this for confusion. Because as they develop Basi, I think we all know that professional people, he says that Africa is not a laboratory, or neither a dustbin. Because we are not dustbin. We serve as a dustbin or a transport to those Western peoples, the Europeans, the Americans, and the Hollandese, and the Chinese. All the products that they give us, they are all mass and they are all filled. So we are not dustbin, neither a laboratory. If they want to test whether they are not vaccination, will bring out a good result. Let them test in monkeys, or let them test with themselves. I think the doctor himself, as people say, like, you should try to shoot the best for the world. You are the scientist who made that vaccine. Test it on yourself.
But I want to know, do you think they are doing this to favor us, or they are trying to
They are not doing it to favor us. Last week, I was chatting with one American. Yeah, through messenger. You know, I'm having another box. I just changed my name in the form of, like, I changed my nationality. And I just asked him, I was chatting with him in the form of like two Americans having a conversation or a dialogue. So I asked him, like, but then about the virus, have you vaccinated guys? He told me, no, shit, hell, no, never. I told him, oh, never. I told him, so you want to say that it's a poison? He told me, oh, fuck, bro, it's poison. I told him, what? I told him, so that means you guys have sent it to Africa. So I was trying to change the way for him not to know around Africa. Because as time goes on, day to day, you do send me some things about how to protect from corona. Because he thought
that you are American. But now, another question is, they themselves have say that coronavirus has no vaccine. You understand? It has no medicine at the moment. So, but now that they are working on the medicines, and if you look at it, if you currently look at it, basically, so many people are taking in at the moment. You come to realize that most of African men or youths or children are dying or are at high risk of dying of coronavirus. If you look at it, European people and American people and Asian people, the people from China are at the risk of dying. So why do you think they don't want to test it there from your own observation?
Yeah, I think this is a big thought. It's a big question that we should refer to them. Because you guys are the one that being affected with the pandemic than us. So why are you guys trying to bring the vaccine to the desert in this small country, the Gambia or Senegal or this part of West African countries? So these people are trying to say that we guys are just sick. They are just trying, as I just mentioned previously, these people, they didn't bring this vaccine to heal us. They say they want to test. So how can they be testing something on human beings? Why don't you test it on monkey and see the or test it on you yourself?
Maybe we look like monkey.
Even to them, that's why I say they are even more than monkey to them.
All right. Yes. What is your concern about the issue of medicine? What is your concern?
Actually, this thing, the medicine, we shouldn't use it.
We shouldn't use it.
Yeah.
But did you actually know that the medicine is been already been transported to some part of the African country? And I know Gambia is not excluded. What message will you put across to the government? Do you think that we should blame the government if they vaccinated and millions of Africans continue to die? Do you think that we should blame them, and why?
Yeah. You should blame the government because they shouldn't accept that medicine without knowing that whether those people are tested on their own or not.
Okay. Yes. What is your concern?
Okay, I'm also blaming the governments of Africa because they don't know what kind of chemical is mixed in this version. Because the moment they bring this version to Africa, they say they are going to test it, but they don't say we are going to cure the Africans.
Yeah.
But if this medicine was to cure Africans, I'm 100% sure that they will not bring this medicine to Africa because they will cure themselves first before bringing it to Africa. And that's just like, they want to test because Africans, they are like strong. That's why, because for them, they are not strong.
It's not even about that. It's because we are ignorant and we don't know. They want to fool us. To my observation, maybe they are also their contributions towards giving money to our African leaders could be one of the reasons why they accepted the vaccine. What do you think? That could be one of the reasons, to my own observation.
But still, that one is called corruption. Because Africans, the leaders, is just like they are not favoring their own citizens, but instead they are looking for money from other outsiders. So that's called corruption. When you know that this medicine is not good for like your citizens, don't like, because they give you money, don't like take the medicine. Just tell them that this medicine is not good. If you want, don't give my like nation like money, but please, this medicine, just leave it with you. Give it to your citizens to drink it, but for my citizens, they're okay with it.
Okay.
Just
Yes. Before we go, what will be your greatest advice to the government and to the general body of the people living in Africa and in Europe?
I would like to tell the government to leave people to go to the mosque and pray. After all, if they can say that people to wash their hand, why don't they also say people to wash their hand before entering to the mosque and pray?
Okay, that's your advice. Yes, what would be your general advice?
Okay, I'm advising the African leaders not to accept any drugs again from the outsiders because no one knows.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, I think the idea of closure of schools, the idea of closure of mosques is a very good thing. Really.
To you?
Yeah, to me,
So that means you have a big challenge. You said that the mosque should be opened, and this other one is saying should be closed. Is a very good thing. So I think that would be a very good challenge aspect of it.
Because I can say
Why do you say that the idea is
even the pilgrimage, the Saudi government told them to suspend booking of the pilgrimage for those who are going to make it. Because really, Allah, praying to the mosque is something it's a problem. You can do it, yeah. But as people do say, I'm sick, I couldn't go to the mosque. Like as you do say, I'm sick or something like that, I couldn't go to the mosque. But that I think is excuses. So for this pandemic is super excuse.
okay?
Extremely
So you have anything to at least against him on that category? Because you said that the mosque should be open, which I know the government is trying to protect us not to go in the mosque, for us not to pray. But I know praying in a group has no reward. But in this condition, you said that the government should open the mosque for us to go in and pray. So do you have anything to tell him that why you said so?
So if the government can give us what was our hand, then why can they also can supply water to the mosque so that we can go and wash our hand and go and pray? Because even in the compound, people may gather there.
Yes.
And I know that in the mosque, people may gather there and it can cause coronavirus comes because they are anyhow. Yeah. But even in countries, even just in compounds.
In our own homes.
Yes, homes.
In our own homes, like we have in a family, some of the families have more than 15 16 people living in one room or in one big apartment, and yet still they cannot observe social distance. All this should be considered. Yeah, I think you put a point. You have anything?
Yeah, which I don't think the virus will knock you down often and say, please, I'm corona, can I enter? You have to go out. That's why they do say, stay home. This is the reason why they say, stay home.
Okay.
Because many countries, like Egypt, Morocco, Holland, many of these Western countries that are most developed countries, they are trying to sensitize people, even they think out, they are musicians, they are artists, they are professional footballers. They do say, stay home, stay safe. These big people, these important people, VIPs, they should stay home. This they are trying to sensitize people that if you go out, it's in a form of you are saying, my mom, I'm going out, I'm going to bring the virus, okay? But if you stay home, the virus will not knock you down and say, please, I'm corona, can I enter you?
Okay.
So if you observe the social distance,
Yeah.
and also when you are going out, you just put on your precaution, as even how I'm talking
Your
about,
mask?
even put it on.
Yeah.
Your mask, and also some of the things that will make you to be.
I hope you wash your hands before you come
Yeah,
in
I
here.
do wash my hands.
Okay. Yes. What will be your final message to them, because they are saying we should go in the mosque and pray, that is public gathering, and this other one is saying we should stay at home, and yet staying at home in Africa is also risky to my own observation. Like for example, in some homes we have 16, 12 people living in one room, and some of these people that some of the people that are living in that room, you know how it is. They cannot take a distance from each other. So I don't know what will be your own message. What will be your own message in that category?
I'm not going to side with you, but I'm going to side with Abdul, because I believe that all the worshiping places, the schools, the markets must shut down because no one knows. And the government, they have a concrete reason why they say that all those places must shut down, because they don't know who is the one having the coronavirus and who is the one having the coronavirus. And also, as you say, because some people, they like feed from hand to mouth, so it's just like they're having 16 people in the compound. It doesn't matter. They may like have social distance. It's like, and also like you pray on your own. It doesn't matter that whether you go and pray in the mosque, like they say that there's no go to the mosque. Yes, you stay at home. You can pray on an individual ones. Still, we are gonna have a reward from God.
Okay.
Yeah, but Bua.
Okay, Bua, yes. Will you accept what they say, or will you still deny?
Yeah. Because if they say that if you stay at home, you are not going to have coronavirus, which means that if you just leave the compound, you are going to have coronavirus, or you are going to meet the coronavirus outside.
Yes. Okay.
Because if this thing, for example, if I am from my compound, and someone also is from his compound or his or her compound, they will come and meet in the mosque. Does it mean that we are also going to visit coronavirus inside the mosque?
No, actually, what he is trying to put across, that if we stay at home, you know, you said that coronavirus is not going to knock our door. But what about if we also go like in some mosques apart from the Gambia, if you observe it on social media, you see people are still going to pray, but they still observe the social distance. So what he is actually trying to put, do you think that if they go and pray, coronavirus is going to knock the mosque or the church?
Yeah, that also is a question.
Yeah, it's a question from him.
Also, that the people that we are praying with are free from coronavirus.
And how are you also so that people in the compound are also free from coronavirus?
That's what we say, stay home, stay safe.
Okay, if you also go to the mosque, you'll be safe. Because there's coronavirus no come and knock the door and say, I am coming. So you can also be safe.
I think we are just trying to.
Yeah, we're trying.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. So you are putting me to the corner to me to ask the same question that I've said.
Yeah.
I say, how sure are you that the people that they are? How sure even the imam will stand in front of you? Because something that is not being observed for nothing less than 14 days or 24 days, as people do say. So that means this thing is not encouraging at all.
Okay, so now what about the children that are always praying outside? Like since they said we stay at home. In our home today, yes, many people are living at their home, but their children are not safe. For example, most of the children, I'm seeing them playing football outside with their friends and colleagues, and yet still the same kids will come back and stay with their mothers and mothers. Do you think that they can also bring that sickness?
Because the virus do drops. This is the reason why.
Louder, please.
Yeah, the virus do drops. This is the reason why some of the leagues have been it made that coronavirus was in that season, in that league, they will be cancelled. Have you had any football news now? No. This Europe, Italy. No. Instead of thinking of these Italian citizens to be free from coronavirus, why would they take the ball and start picking it? So the virus do drops. The boots. The Habib bin having a boot, I will show you here. The boot. You know the boot, the sport boot, the shoe. Those small people do this with carpet, those small things.
Yeah.
The virus akan nakijel.
Akan nakijel.
Yeah, nakijel. So, how should I go? Ito ba follow niya na kung hindi das ko kono? Ang napit na ito kung sa mga rulo na bundabal. Pwede sa mga rulo ba la bundabal diyan. Iba to le negotiate ay sing dapat ay sa ina. Yeah, it's impossible.
Okay. Okay, guys. This is a complicated issue, but I believe my advice at the moment, like the government said, I know the government is trying to save us, but now if we are to stay at home, if we are to stay from not to go from, we shouldn't go to the malls or whatsoever. Please, government, try and protect your children. Try and support them by providing the necessary food utensils so that they will not go out and even play football. In that aspect, you can even create a law whereby if any child being found outside can be arrested. I don't know whether you understand what I'm trying to put across, but you cannot tell the people to stay home when you don't actually give them what they actually need. And for my boy, I think prayer is the most important aspect in life, but individually we can also pray because God is looking at your feet. It's not looking at whether you are in the public or not. So government, I think you have done a very good role in that aspect. And I also advise everybody to listen to our health workers, you know, especially our doctors in the Gambia and international WHO. Let us listen to them. Whatever advice they give us, please let us abide. But then we should be very careful about the vaccination that they are trying to bring in Africa. First of all, when I'm not saying we shouldn't receive any vaccination. Any vaccination that is good, government accept it. But any vaccination that should come in the Gambia, remember you have doctors, you have your ministers that are in charge of health. Try to call them, tell them, look, this is the medicine that has arrived. Let them confirm before giving it to anybody. It's the most important aspect of it. Try to be curious. Doctors should be curious, they should find out, you understand, investigate whether it's good for your people or not. I think this is my advice to the general body, to the government, to everybody, you understand. Remember, he said it's clear. We never know what chemical they use to mix up those medicines. We never know, we don't know. And even the white people, even the European people, even the West, they are saying that coronavirus has not Vaseline. If it has, I'm pretty sure they are going to test it on their own people first, because they are the people, they are the ones suffering more than the Africans. So my prayer, keep safe. Let us do as it is. Let us wash our hands. You know, keep social distance. You can also put on your masks, please. You know, not in every occasion, but if you know that you are going down to a crowded places, make sure you wash your hand with soap as well. And if you are about to eat, wash your hand. It's very important. So if you all have anything to add on that, you are highly welcome. Then we say goodbye. What would you
I mean, one of the most important advantages of the coronavirus outbreak is the gaps between the poor and the rich is being closed.
Okay.
Yeah.
The gap between the poor and the rich is being closed. How?
If you are a rich guy, look, even if you can just observe, most of the rich people are the people that are affected with this thing. Professional footballers, Vice President of Johnson, the chief of Prime Minister, the Prime Minister or Chief of Ministers of America, Johnson, it's also affected because last time I did watch this, Donald Trump was saying speedy recovery.
Okay.
It's a fair way he was trying to show his condolence for that.
Oh, too bad.
And also, the reason I say, like, I know some people will say, hey, how can you say the gap between the poor and the rich is closed? The rich people are eating the poor people. Yeah, you can say, but not one thing. Africa is known as the most poorest continent. But with all that, we are the most beautiful in this country.
Okay.
So that means the gap between us and them is closed.
Yeah.
No matter how rich you are staying at home and I'm also staying at home. Eat what you want to eat at home. What people don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So that's very important. Thank you very much for joining us. And yes, Amadou.
Okay, what I will put across is that let all the people of the world backed by the safety precautions of coronavirus to prevent themselves from it.
Okay, thank you very much. Finally,
I would like to tell the government to help us, to actually help us with the cooking utensils in every compound, because they have to do it.
all right, we had it, and I hope you will all stay clean at home. Remember, like what I told you, wash your hands, be safe at home. Government, your children are crying, support them as well. And yes, individually, if you're at home, remember to advise your parents and children to observe personal hygiene. It's also very important. On that note, a speedy recovery to each and everyone that is.
Allah is waiting for the day, slowly, silently, and quietly. We are hearing the sad and happy news. Sad and happy moments are going on, leaving us in the darkness with no light or moon. Yalla mu ñoy xaar legi tay bes bi mu jot lo def yalla mu lay gis wax deug yalla mu baral.
Yes, if you actually say the truth, you will surely be free. The truth shall set us free.
Africa Banco, Europe Banco, Italy Banco, China Banco, baby Jahali.
Corona, 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 Corona. Mothers come and stay at home. Then how are we going to live? We have no money, no rice. We are not going to have anything. So when we say we are, in fact, we are all going to die.
Italy moja ile fataje babu ya moja ile fataje corona corona yanitwal batande corona yanitwal batande afelentin mulbukana do morol fongo sanno ikongasi nasuwa kono mansakunda almol ma ko imani botolla Afelenti ya molla karam wal sorong afelenti ya molla jam wal sorong corona ntole batasa corona
Corona, 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 Corona.
And her mind not set free, all in the name of making a better place for her children. For her children's minds were poisoned, now abandon their culture and traditional religions, now adopting a new foreign religion and language, all in the name of colonialism and civilization. My motherland gave birth a generation which supersedes its future, for her children are now given the platform where they can speak up their minds.
Halila dumuwala jangi, don darasuma, daranjirin rumi. Halila manginiti yakam, new in the lane kufisi digital FM. Nyun halila ndanyu wara maga, don magireumi, ele tiendi eya. Manifiti yakam, nyungi am, sunyu musa, mungi fiti digital FM home kids. Nyungi fi, everything is going great. Nyungi fi, oh, fisi yakam, lepo nice tapuku. Nyungi can do new right, yeah. This is where the talents are found. This is where the voices are heard. This is yakam. This is where everyone has a time. This is yakam. This is where every kid has the voice to say yakam, yakam, yakam is the.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share our video.